How's it going, everyone? If you clicked on this video, then chances are you just picked up our brand new Dragonfly rack mounted lateral raise, front raise, chest fly machine. It's just a great all around unit, and thank you so much for purchasing it. In this video, I'll be taking you step by step on how to assemble the Dragonfly, and it's very important that you pay attention to the instructions in this video because there are a lot of pieces on this unit that are side specific, and it's easy to screw up on them if you're not paying attention. As always, with all of our assembly videos, I'll be including timestamps on the side of the screen as well as down below in the description and in the comments. So if there's any point during this assembly that you get stuck on something, just refer to those timestamps and you could easily jump to that portion of the video. We're also including our paper manual so you could have another resource to follow along with as you're watching this video. So let's get started and unbox the Dragonfly. Alright, so the Fringe Sport Dragonfly. We're trying a slightly different format in this video with more of a voiceover, so if you prefer this, please be sure to let us know down below in the comments. But after removing everything from our new and improved packaging, I recommend laying everything out exactly as you see right here, because this clearly shows where all the pieces will go. Now, because we're putting this on a rack with 1-inch holes, I'm removing the 5/8 hardware. First, we're going to take care of the main bracket with the tensioner towards the top. So grab your M1225 bolt, put that through the middle, and then grab your 1-inch shaft pin or 5/8 if you're fastening this to a 5/8 inch rack, and thread that through. To make assembly even easier, we're going to put this on the upright, and then once you've got that fastened, grab your mag pin and put that through. Next comes the arms, so just grab 1 and 2 of your M10x20 bolts, then we'll repeat on the other side. But you need to play around with this a little bit because the piece that both of these bolts thread into will rotate if you're screwing these in one at a time. So play around with them a little bit, then towards the end you will need to rotate both at the same time. Then we'll just repeat that same process on the other side. You'll know that these are fastened correctly because the rubber stoppers will be facing towards the upright. Once the arms are fastened, take your eye bolts and put them in. This is why we spread things out earlier, to make choosing pieces for the next steps easier. What I'm pointing to right now is the left arm attachment, so grab that, and of the bolts with tubes around them, grab the shorter one. Put that bolt through the back of the top right hand corner hole of the stem, which is what I'll be calling it from here on out, and then we're putting that through the center hole of the arm. Then obviously just grab your washer, grab your nut, and hand tighten them for now. Next, you're going to take a wrench and an Allen key and begin to tighten everything, but we need to be a little careful with this because we don't want to over tighten. We want there to be just enough play to where we could still change the strength curves and storage options properly on the Dragonfly. And we're just repeating the same thing on this side. There should be about this much play with the stems. Grab your sleeves, your large rubber stoppers, and your small rubber stoppers. You'll know which side is getting threaded to the Dragonfly just by flipping it around. So what I like to do, and you can do this any way you want, is just put my large rubber stopper through towards the top of the sleeve, and then the small rubber stopper towards where it's actually getting threaded on the Dragonfly, and then all four should end up looking just like this. When fastening the sleeves to the Dragonfly, we need to pay attention to which hardware we are using because we have two different bolts. We have M825s and M845s. The M825s will be going on the stem, the outside, and the M845s will go on the inside. So grab your weight sleeves, take your M825s for the outside portion, and then take your M845s and a sleeve for the inside portion, and then just hand tighten them. Repeat that process on the other side, and then afterwards we'll just go in with an Allen wrench and fully tighten everything down. Your Dragonfly should now look like this, and now there's just one more step. Grab your handle, cut the zip tie, and make sure it's angled like this, because if it's flipped, the Dragonfly will not function properly. Then grab that last bolt with the tubing, slot that through, and hand tighten everything. And we need to be very careful with how much we tighten this bolt. You don't want to tighten this down too much to the point where the handle won't move up and down, but you do need to keep going until this pin is able to slot through properly. If it's not, then you need to go back and you need to tighten just a little bit more. Your Dragonfly should now be fully assembled, so just put those smaller mag pins in and the unit is ready for use. There you have it. That's the Dragonfly fully assembled on your rack, ready to go. The last thing you need to do, which is optional but recommended, you take that tensioner, that I was talking about earlier in the video, and you rotate that clockwise until it's nice and snug against your rack, and that Dragonfly isn't going anywhere. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you found these assembly instructions easy, useful, or you just enjoyed watching the video and you think it deserves one, please be sure to drop it a thumbs up, because it helps the channel a ton more than you think, and it's free. And especially with 2026 coming up, we're really trying to ramp up our content and our production. So if you want to see any more of our videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you in that next one.